Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm playing Relic with the Nemesis expansion. And honestly, although we just played, I don't know, 3 or 4 turns or something, I have a pretty bad feeling for the character players. We're playing a scenario which is semi-cooperative, shoulder to shoulder. Basically, it's the character players versus the Nemesis player, and Nemesis wins if he manages to get 25 infamy. The characters players, one of them has to go into the middle, and then there are four goals, and 3 of them have to be fulfilled. So discard 4 influence, for example, or any number of power cards with a combined total power numbers of 7, the loss of 3 lives, or 1 trophy worth 4 or more trophy points. In addition to that, of course, we need a relic to enter the warp rift, and we have to make it into the center of the board, which is definitely an additional challenge here. Now, there's definitely a big problem, and that is this Starlight Blade here, which says at the start of your experience phase, if there are no corruption cards in play, gain 1 infamy. Right now there are no corruption cards in play. So basically, the strategy of Githalion Athelwai is a simple one. He can simply wait, and as long as there are no corruption cards in play, he's doing fine. He can just collect infamy, kill a few agents, and in that way improve his position. And as soon as there are corruption cards in play, he can try to hunt that player down, and because he is pretty good in cunning, and he will improve in cunning every time he levels up, there is a good chance he can then fight that player and defeat him. And that again, if you win a battle against a character, you must discard 1 corruption card, and then it says gain 2 infamy each time a character discards 1 or more corruption cards. So that's also a way to get points. So as soon as there are corruption cards with the characters, he can hunt them down and try to force them to discard them. And if there are no corruption cards on the board, he gets 1 infamy every turn. So you can see it's going to be very hard for the characters to be successful here, I guess. Anyway, let's continue. The Tech Priest, he wants to end up on this space, and then I guess he's got to do a fighting there, right? No, you just have to be there during the acquire asset step. So that's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm allowed, because of this book here, the Living Tome, I'm allowed to take a look, for example, at this one here. And that's a pretty strong guy, so I think I don't want to go there. I can look at the top cards of each of these decks. 1, 2, 3 would be the Webway Portal. Oh boy. Let's take a look at the other cards. Well, that one is not too bad. That one is okay. Okay, so I think I want to move here to the Webway Portal, and then you gotta roll a die. That is a 1. Draw 1 yellow threat card and resolve it. Okay, so we have an Eldar Ranger here. At the start of this battle, test willpower 7. If you fail, immediately end your engagement phase. Yeah, okay, that sucks. We only have a willpower of 1 here. And, well, let's see if we can do it. No, we can't. And by the way, this is a omen card. As you can see here, this symbol here on the left shows that. And an omen card gives Nemesis another infamy because of this special rule here. At the start of your next turn, discard all threat cards remaining on this space at the end of your turn. Okay, so that's basically it then. Not too great. And then the Stormtrooper. That's a 5. Yeah, okay, he wants to go to the Fortress world. And I think he can move from the Grey Knight Envoy into the middle tier, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I guess, and I can move an additional space. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's not a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy. Okay, I think I want to end up here. And let's see what we get. A Rogue Trader. That's another omen card. So this is really racing up here. Already at 5. You may spend 1 influence to discard this card and move to any other space in the outer or middle tier next turn instead of resolving your movement phase normally. Well, this guy stays here. And we'll see. Outer or middle tier. Well, that's actually perfect. And we have the money. So I can spend the money and move right to the fortress. That's awesome. Cool. That's just great. Okay, and then it's the Imperial Fist Terminator. And that is a 4, and should remember that I can roll, or that I have to roll 2 dice. And I have to take then the lower result. So he simply moves here to the Wasteland and draws a single card. The Blood X Mega Knob. Okay, if you lose this battle, place this card on the Death Snager's Kill Cruiser space. If you win, gain 1 influence. Well, I can win that. I have a strength of 6. So does the Orc, and the Orc attacks first. Okay, that's a 9. So yeah, let's do that. Yes, I made it. Very good. And then I can trade this one to level up. That's pretty cool. And I gain 1 influence. Awesome. Okay, that gives me even more strength. Oh gosh. And another life point. Fantastic. Okay, Nemesis. That's a 6. So she could move here. Or he could move here. Or here. And Yeah, I mean, I could move here, fight the character, and I'm pretty sure I could win that in cunning. But I think the only result would be that he loses a life point. So I'm not absolutely sure if that would help me a lot. If he had a corruption card, that would be great then. But in this way, it's not so awesome. So maybe I should prefer, I should go here, for example, and simply draw a card and an agent card. And actually I can draw 2 agent cards. I forgot that the last time, or 2 of these specific threat cards for the Nemesis. And the rules allow me to draw 2 and choose 1. The Merciless Commissar. That's definitely better than the Venerable Dreadnought. So I'm going to take that one here. During the determined battle scores step, if there is another agent on this space with an attribute value lower than 3, discard that agent to add 6 to this agent's battle score. Well, that's not happening. So therefore, I have a 5. The other guy has only a 3. Okay, that's not so bad. That's an 8. So I need at least a 3 to make it even. And yeah, no problems here. So I'm already at 5 now. I need 1 more point to level up. And that would give me then again 1 more infamy. Oh, and of course, I nearly forgot, because of the sword, I get 1 infamy. This is horrible. I mean, anyway. Tech Priest, that's a 1. So I guess, shit. Well, he's gonna move here. Oh shit! No. I want to spend the influence here. Kind of messed this up. I thought, oh no, I don't have. Oh wait a minute, it's this guy. I thought that would be the Tech Priest. No, it's this guy. That is the Tech Priest here. So we could now choose to either move here or there. I'm gonna move to the Elder Falcon Squadron because I have a pretty good cunning rating here. So I got to draw 2 cards. And actually I'm allowed to take a look at the upper card. So I think I want to do that. Wow, that's tough. Maybe I should move to the other space. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think I want to move to the other space. I mean, it's also pretty tough, but the top card here is really very dangerous. Honestly, I wonder if this guy would be allowed to share the information he gets from the book with the other players. I mean, that semi-cooperative scenario might lead to some cases where the normal ideas of objects and so on do not exactly apply anymore. Because if he can always take a look at what it says at the start of your movement phase, but still, I mean, he can check every card and then tell the other players what is underneath, and then the other players might also get an advantage out of that. I'm not gonna allow that. I don't know. I assume I will play like the other players don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just my personal decision here. So we have Termagant 2, and we have to draw another card. Death World Bounty. Okay, that's an encounter. So first, I think I have to play the enemy. At the start of this battle, test strength 7. If you fail, this enemy rolls 1 additional die during this battle. Okay, that's not good. So we have a strength of 5. I mean, I could throw in my barter. That's for cunning battles. I could throw in my barter. That would help me to do the first test. But then it's still gonna be hard to kill this guy. And by the way, is that another omen? Yeah, it is. Shit, so that means another one for this guy. Oh, wow. So I'm not sure about this card. No, I'm not gonna do that. I know it's gonna be unlikely, but I gotta roll a 6 here. Well, actually, that 5 wouldn't have been enough anyway. I realized. Oh, no, yeah, it's a strength of. It's strength, so a 5 would be enough. Well, I only have a 6, so this guy can now roll 2 dice, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose that battle. Well, that's a 5, so he ends up with 7, and I need a 6 to win that, which I don't have, sadly. It's not even a tie. I have a 6. He has a 7, so that means... What about that one? Place this card on any space in a Death World area. I'm not sure if this still applies when I didn't manage to kill the enemy. I'm gonna check that. Okay, it says the engagement phase ends if you lose a battle. So therefore I think this card should remain here. Or is it simply discarded? It's a task. I'm gonna discard it. And the other card remains there, of course, and then we lose 1 life, I'm afraid. Yeah, again, the Tech Priest is not in a very good shape here. For some reason, I have really problems playing with this guy properly. So now it's the Stormtrooper, and he spends $1. Yep. And then discards the Rogue Trader. Yep. And that allows him then to move here to this Fortress World Comarec. And that allows him now to to finish this mission here. Is there something, what can he do there? Bombard. Choose a space in any tier and discard all threat cards from that space, then gain 1 influence for each card discarded. Now that's cool. We could do that. Or we could draw a mission card. But that is something I can do anyway. So I think I'm gonna discard these 2 cards here, which gives me then simply 2 influence. And that's it then. And then this mission is resolved, and I'm allowed to draw a new one. Kill the Tyranids. We are quickly becoming infested with Tyranids. We have lost count. We have need of you to thin their numbers. Objective, win a battle against a Tyranid enemy. Reward, gain 1 strength. By the way, I think there was another reward. Take another turn after your experience phase. Yeah. Oh, actually, That was the bombard. It was the objective to resolve the bombard ability. So I had to do it anyway. I had no choice there. Okay. So I have another turn now, and we want to kill a Tyranid enemy. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not going to be so easy, I'm afraid. Especially not here in the middle, where we have only these dangerous areas. But I'm not so bad in fighting Tyranids, so let's roll a die first. That's a 1, that definitely sucks. What is that? If you have a relic, you may... that's for moving inside here. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna move in here and draw 2 of these yellow cards. Okay, now that is a warp-tainted navigator. And then it's Jane Zar. Yeah, that sucks, man. Because this guy gets a strength of 7. Was drawn this turn. So I'm going to start with him. And so he attacks. Okay, that's not that great. That's a 6. However, I can, let's see what we get. That is a 3, that's enough to kill the guy. So I get him as a trophy. And now this is going to be harder. This guy has a 7. Well, let's see what he rolls. Fuck that. That's painful. That's a 13. Oh boy. That's an 18. Well, I'm pretty sure we're not going to win that one. So let's see anyway. We have a 3. Okay. Nope, we didn't make it, so he remains here. I lose another life point, and that becomes now a problem because I'm down to 1 life point. So I might move here, and maybe I can to the Apothecarium Sephar, and that would allow me to get a life. I definitely want to go there. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I will die pretty soon. So again, the Terminator with a 4, and the second die roll is also a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So overall, he wants to end up on the same space as that guy. So I guess we'll move into the direction 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, but that might be a bad idea because this is the mutant world. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go for it. So we're gonna roll a die and see what happens. Maybe I'm lucky. Oh no, I'm not. That's a 1. Miss your next turn. Shit. So we're gonna lay him down to remember that. Okay, and it's again Nemesis, and it's not looking better for the characters. Okay, that is a 2, so it's either that one or this one here. Each time a Nemesis draws from his Nemesis deck. Wait a minute, I'm not sure. Maybe I played that wrong. What exactly is the Nemesis deck? Maybe this is... I might have played that wrong. This is Arsenal. Let's see what we got here. Ah, I see. That's the Nemesis deck, not the Imperium cards. Okay, so I'm not allowed to draw 2 from here and choose 1, but I'm allowed to draw 2 from here and then choose 1. So I messed this up. I have to... I mean, it's not a big deal, I guess, but I definitely want to keep that in mind. So I move here and draw a card from here. And that is an Imperial Guardsman. And he's no match, I guess, for the Nemesis. However, maybe here, special timing. At the start of the engagement phase, draw 1 additional Imperium card. If the card is an event, discard it. Otherwise, place it in your space. Okay, so maybe there are more guys. Let's see. No, that's an event. Okay, so we have an attack here. That's a 4, so Nemesis doesn't even have to roll. And now she can also level, or he can also level up. Discards the 3 trophies here. And goes now here. 1 level up. That means Cunning goes up 1 space. And also 1 more Infamy. So we're also at 8. Apart from that, we get another one because there's still no corruption card in the game. It's looking terrible. It really is looking terrible for the characters. And I find that a little bit frustrating, to be honest. Well, Tech Priest again. That's a 1. Now, I mean, we could try to attack Nemesis at that point. Do we want to do that? Hard to tell. I mean, he has a battle rating of 6 with the sword. I have a battle rating. I could use my sniper rifle, which would allow me to re-roll a die roll. That's not so bad. I have a power card of 5. I could try it. But for what purpose? I mean, I think I want to try it. It's pretty risky, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'm going to try to fight Nemesis here. And yeah, let's do it. Nemesis always attacks. So yeah, of course he uses the weapon here. So we have a battle value of 6. Oh boy. Well, shit, that's a stupid idea, I think. That's a pretty stupid idea. Yeah. Do I really want to do that? Probably not. I mean, no, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I'm simply going to move here instead and draw a red card. I don't know. I mean, let me see what we have here. Yeah, maybe that makes more sense. I'm going to draw that card, the Mutant Warrior. I'm going to keep it. Remember, I can have a look what we have because of the Living Tome. I can check it and see what's there. Okay, so we have deep in the putrid sewer pits and roaming in the blighted outer wastes of most hive worlds. And you can see this doesn't really get into focus, I think. That's kind of weird. Bands of violent mutants warriors spend the entire painful existence seeking to share their tortured pain with whomever they can. Well, not with me, I hope. So let's see. It attacks. That's not good. That's not good. That's a 5. I also have a 2. Now I could play the barter. I mean, I probably won't get a 6, right? It's unlikely, so I might go with that and... Shit. That's a tough choice. Yeah, I'm gonna play the barter and make it a standoff. Shit. And this is not looking good at all for me. It's kind of frustrating because, I don't know, especially with this guy, the Tech Priest, I always have so many problems. Also in the last game, somehow I don't manage to play him well. I don't know why, but it's... I really have a problem there. Okay, so now it's the Stormtrooper again. That is a 3. And that's pretty good. He can move to the Apothecarium. 1, 2, 3. And then he does that one here. Gain 1 life. You may spend influence to gain 1 additional life for each influence spent. That's pretty amazing. So he's going to spend 2 influence. And ends up then with his full life value. That is pretty good. And he's not doing that bad. I mean... He has a good chance to do his 3rd mission, which would give him a relic then. But still, I mean, you cannot enter the inner zone if you are level 1. You know, this somewhere, I'm not absolutely sure. But here you have things like test cunning 14. If you fail, discard 1 of your assets. Test willpower 14. Test strength 14, right? All that kind of stuff. So you don't have to enter this if you have a strength of 3 or... Okay. But the Nemesis is really running away here. Now he misses his turn, so that means he can go again in the next turn, and again it's Nemesis. That is a 6. We could do an attack here. Question is if we want to do that. Or we could move up here. I think actually I want to move here but not attack. Instead what I want to do is I want to draw 2 of these Nemesis cards and resolve 1 of them. Okay, so what do we have? Dire Avengers. You may discard this card after making a battle roll to reveal cards from the red, blue or yellow threat deck until you reveal an enemy. Add that enemy's attribute value to your battle score. That's kind of fun. But what about the jet bike? That's definitely cool. During your movement phase, you may roll 2 dice for your movement roll. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to get a jet bike. Starlight Blade, jet bike. This guy has style, no doubt here. And of course, another infamy. So we're already at 10 now, and this game could be over pretty soon. And our poor Tech Priest again. A6. I could move here. But he doesn't really want to do that. Shit. What is here? Well, that... Oh boy. At the start of this battle, test strength 9. If you fail, lose 1 life. Well, I'm definitely not going to make that. So I guess what I'm going to do instead is I will actually move here with a 6. It's not good, but maybe I'm lucky. And of course I'm not. So again, I'm going to lose a life. Holy shit. Okay. Stormtrooper wants to kill some Tyranids. That is a 2. And that brings me to the Space Hulk. Well, I could move on to the Webway portal, and I think I want to do that. I got this this special ability which allows me to do that. So I'm going to roll a die, and that is a 2. So that's a blue card, and maybe I'm lucky here. And well, I'm not lucky. Test strength 9, exactly, that was that one. So, I think in this case I will actually play that card. I'm going to play my power card now. The Flamer of Zinj. And then it attacks. Okay, that's a 7. I got a 4, so I got a pretty good, solid chance to win that. Actually, I got a +1, so I got a 5. And that's enough. Pretty awesome. Killed that guy. Keep it as a trophy. Sadly, that wasn't a... that wasn't a Tyranid. However, it gives me 2 influence. If you win this battle, gain 2 influence. Okay. And then our big guy, the Terminator. That's a 1, so yeah, he can't roll lower than that, so he will move 1 space. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I guess I want to move here, draw a card, and hope for the best. Oh, that's a Gene Stealer. Ooh, Sir, Sergeant Jones is acting strangely. So the Gene Stealer attacks, a 3. And that's a 4, that's cool, I can beat that guy. I also have a 3, so maybe I can do it. Yes, I did. Very good. That allows me to level up. Okay. Let me see what that symbol means. Should be here on the back side of the rules. Gain 1 attribute of your choice. Strength, willpower, or cunning. That's interesting. Maybe I should say fuck cunning, because I'm already so bad in there. And I could pimp my willpower. Maybe even to 5. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Pretty good there now. That might be a good idea. And it's the Nemesis. A6 again. So he might move here or up there. Doesn't really matter. Oh, actually, it's got a jack bike. So that would have been a 6 and a 2. And it can choose 1 result. Nah. It still doesn't matter. Well, whatever. I think I'm simply gonna move here, and then I don't have to encounter these cards. I can simply ignore them. And I'm gonna draw one of these cards, a black ship escapee. During your movement phase, if your movement roll produces a 6 result, you may move to any other space in either the outer or middle tier containing a character or agent instead of resolving your movement phase normally. Now that's pretty ridiculous, especially because we can roll 2 dice because of the jet bike. So I mean, this is getting a totally super strong character here, and we are at 11 now already because there's still no corruption card in play. And now let's do one last turn here. And again, our poor tech priest. That is a 5. Well, I kind of want to go there, right? Because I got to go to this character token. So I'm going to move here. And I could do what exactly? Any number of... what? Trophies to gain influence. Ah, I see. That would give me influence. Well, I don't have any trophies anyway. Okay, so then it's this guy here. He's in a pretty good shape. That is a 4 or maybe a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could either move there, which might be a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we're gonna move here, and maybe we're drawing a Tyranid card, and sadly that's not the case. Instead, it's again another Omen card, which brings this thing to 12. And Apostate. When resolving any die roll that is not a battle roll, skill roll, or movement roll, you may add 1 to that die roll to a maximum of 6. That's kind of strange. There are not too many other die rolls, aren't there? But it might help you maybe on these spaces, for example. That's a pretty cool option, actually. Okay, then it's the Terminator, and that's a 6. You can roll again. Now, it would be good for him if it would be a 4, which we don't have. Shit. Boy, so it's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna end up here. Well, maybe that's not too bad. It's a red space. It says Wasteland. Test strength 9. If you fail, lose 1 life. If you pass, discard this card and gain 3 life. The Emperor allows this to challenge us. Let his strength guide you across it. Okay, I could do that, I guess. I have a strength of 7, so there's a good chance I can make it. Oh, fuck it! Wow, man! Shit. Yeah, well, I lose a life. Wow, was that bad. Okay, so that means this card remains here. Still, in a way, it allows him to go there and maybe gain 3 life during some later turn. Holy crap. And now it's again the Nemesis. That is a 2, and he can roll again. That's a 1 because of the jet bike. So well, I don't know. I think I want to move there and simply draw another card here. Wow, okay, that's pretty amazing. Lord Commissar Solomon Zane, a 10. Special timing. At the start of your engagement phase, place this card on the Fortress World Cormorant space. If you are not on that space, draw one Imperium card. If you win this battle, each character loses 1 life. Okay, so that means we're going to place that card here. And we got to draw another card. A Death Strike missile launcher. At the start of this battle, lose 1 life. Well, that's not so cool. If you win this battle, choose a character in your tier. That character loses 1 life. Okay, so we have a 6. This thing only has a 3. Oh, okay, it explodes. So that's a 9. And that is a 12. So it's not going to be easy at all. That's not enough. That's a 10. So that means now this thing remains here. And Nemesis loses another life point. Now, if this guy should be killed, then he would lose half of his infamy. So this is an interesting option now. Maybe we find a way to kill him now. He's a little bit weakened here, and maybe there is a chance, but it's definitely not going to be easy. So I think I want to end this now and load this up. Until now, I must say it's not too enjoyable, simply because the Nemesis is completely running away here, and I'm definitely not under the impression that the characters have any chance here at all. However, what happens, let's assume this guy here, the big guy, manages to gain a relic. Let's just say he does that. And he's not far from I mean, yeah, well, he's kind of far. Okay, anyway, let's say he does that. What happens here, for example, the Web of Lies. Test 13 using your level instead of an attribute. If you fail, discard all of your power cards and miss your next turn. So does that mean that I would be allowed to enter? Probably not. So that means as long as I'm at level 2 or something, I can completely forget that. I assume I have to go to level 10 or 9 or something to have a real chance to make it into the center here. And I'm really far from getting there. Therefore, yeah, as I said, it looks pretty grim. Anyway, hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.